find the odd man out. The words are saline, salty, brackish and briny. If you observe carefully, all these words refer to something which contains salt. But here the clue is increasing order of content of salt. Salty is a general word. It might contain a very few milligrams or microns or some kilograms also. Salty is salt, that is, contains salt, that's it. Whereas saline, brackish and briny, they are increasing order of the content of salt. Therefore, the odd man out here is B. Salty is the answer. This is a very typical kind of question.
In a flight of 600 kilometers, an aircraft was slowed down due to bad weather. Its average speed for the trip was reduced by 200 kilometers and the time of flight increased by 30 minutes. The duration of the flight is. So a flight has to take actually travel 600 kilometers and because of the bad weather, it was slowed down. Its average speed of the trip was reduced by 200 kilometers. Obviously, if it is stopped, it will reduce. And also the time will increase. It will take more time. So the time increases 30 minutes. Now we have to find the entire duration of the flight. Let the average speed of the flight be some s and the time is some t hours. Now, for traveling a distance of 600 kilometers, its average speed is s and its time is t. So let it be some equation 1. Now, because of the bad weather, its average speed is decreased by 200 kilometers. So the new average speed, new speed is nothing but s minus 200 kilometers per hour. And also the time increased. So the new time is nothing but t plus half an hour. Now, again, it is traveling the same distance of 600 kilometers. So the new parameters will be s minus 200 into t plus half. Equation 2. Now we can equate s into t and s minus 200 into t plus half. From which we can find the value of t as 1 hour, which is nothing but option A. Certain sum is borrowed by Mr. Kiran from Mr. Damodar under simple interest. At what rate Mr. Kiran borrowed the amount? So we have to find the rate of interest taken from Damodar by Kiran. Now, this is a data sufficiency question. Let us see statement 1. The sum becomes rupees 2500 in 2 years. So let the initial principal be P, rate of interest be R, and amount be A, and I be the simple interest. Now what is he saying? After 1 year it has become 2500. So principal plus interest, that is PTR by 100, has become 2500. Now this can be written as P times of 1 plus 2R by 100. The reason is time is given as 2 years. Now in this equation we have two variables. So if there are two variables, we cannot, at least one of the variable must be known to find the other variable. So there is no chance that we know the value of P, so we cannot find R here. Now let us look into statement 2. The sum becomes 2750 in 3 years. So the sum has become 2750 in 3 years. So this is nothing but P times of 1 plus 3R by 100. The only change is time. That is equals to 2750. Same conditions apply, so we cannot answer this question by only statement 2. Now clearly, if we divide 1 and 2, you will get the value of R, and R will be 12.5. So you can answer this question by using both the statements. So the option is C. It takes 5 minutes to boil an egg and is asking to find how long will it take to boil 4 eggs. Now, if you're boiling 1 egg for 5 minutes and if you put 4 eggs in the same container, it will take only 5 minutes to boil. So the answer is option C. A contains petrol and kerosene whose ratio is 2:3 and solution B contains petrol and kerosene in the ratio 3:1. Now he is asking in what ratio we have to mix A and B so that the resulting solution will have a ratio of 2:1. Now there are two types of solutions. One is solution A, the other is solution B, which contains petrol and kerosene. Now in the first, that is in solution A, ratio is 2:3. So let the quantity be 2x and 3x. Similarly in the second, the ratio is 3:1. So let the quantity be 3y and y. Now, whenever you are answering these type of questions, let us assume the ratio of the mixture mixed as m:1. Always A is to be in the ratio of m:1, so that the resulting mixture is of 2:1 ratio. So m parts of 2 parts of total 5 parts of petrol is mixed plus 1, that is the second ratio. 1 part of total 3 parts out of 4 parts of total kerosene is mixed, such that you will get a total amount, that is m plus 1 times of 2/3. That is nothing but, because the ratio is 2:1. So 2 parts out of total 3 parts is the ratio. From this, if we simplify, m is nothing but 5/16. So the required answer is option C. This is 5, 6 2/3, 6 2/3, 4 4/9, so on. 5, and this can be written as 20/3, comma, this can be written as 20/3, comma, next is 36 40, 40/9, and so on. Now if I multiply 5 by 4/3, it will be 20/3, and if I multiply this 3/3, that means 20/3/3/3, it will become 20/3 again. Next you have to multiply 2/3, so the next term will be into 1/3. So the answer is 40/9 into 1/3. That is nothing but 40/27, which is 113/27. That is nothing but option B.